All right, let's do this. Let's see if we can finally get streaming. My goodness. The amount of times we tried to go live is stupid. So let's see what happens here. Maybe. There we go. Cool, let's go. Now that I think it took me 5 times just to get going live. We'll see how this works out. We shall see. I wish you could lock the chat in place. That would be really, really nice. All right, we'll see if the live stream works. We'll give it a few minutes, see if people stop in to say hi, which would be cool. Give it a few minutes, seeing as I went up and down, up and down. Nice. What's up, guys? Did you guys see this? Like, I tried to go live 5 times, and the YouTube app was like not having it. I don't know if you guys noticed that, or if it only like gave you notification of going live once, but I do apologize if it was all over the place. What's up, guys? Yeah, so I'm on the road for the next like hour, and I was like, dang, there are so many people like worldwide that I never get a chance to live stream with. So I was like, why don't I go live at like right now? I'm on the road for an hour. I might as well sit, chat, you know, talk about the crazy mining hardware, just like, I don't know what you call it, bonanza, which is nice. Oh, how does the mic sound, by the way? I'm using one on my seatbelt here, and I have it hooked to my phone. So let me know if it sounds okay. Hopefully the road noise behind me isn't too bad. These Rode mics do a pretty good job of helping out with the sound dampening, with like the road noise and stuff. Hopefully, at least. You guys tell me how it sounds, and we'll kind of see how it goes. But yeah, it sounds good. Awesome. I'm so thrilled to hear that. That's cool. That's cool. Yeah, so I'm on the road right now. The nice thing is I'm on 2 roads. So our eyes are focused ahead. We're on 2 roads to get to where we're going. I'm actually heading to a Philadelphia Phillies games. You know, many of you guys know, it's no secret, I live in Pennsylvania. What's up there? Howdy there. David Jackson. But I live in Pennsylvania, so I haven't been to a Phillies game. I don't follow traditional sports super close. But I haven't been to a Phillies game in probably 15 years, maybe. I don't even know. I couldn't even tell you. So I got invited with a few friends I grew up with to go to the Phillies game. And yeah, so headed down. We're going to go tailgate, hang out, have beers, have drinks, cook some food, go to the game. So I'm looking forward to it. I think it'll be an absolute blast. Got people here from Florida, from Pittsburgh, from Canada. What's up, Automatic Beats? How are you guys? Yeah. So it's so funny. I'm like, oh, I'll stream it this time because it'll help out, like, get people from different places, which is cool. We got Romania. We got Doylestown. Nice. Canada. Hell yeah. Romania. It's awesome. Because like, my thought is like, okay, I can get people from like other time zones overseas in Europe and other places like that just to stop in and say hi that don't traditionally get a chance to check out my streams. So very cool. Very cool. Bulgaria, whoa, look at that, which is awesome. So yeah, so we'll be live for an hour-long stream, just hanging out, chatting with you guys today. Feel free to ask any questions you guys may have. If not, you know me, I might just go off on a tangent on some subject here or there. But yeah, we're on this road for maybe 15 more minutes, and then we're going to jump on the Pennsylvania Turnpike. We'll be on there for a while, and then yeah, we'll be going down to Philly, which will be nice. What's my power rate? Great question. At my ASIC shed right now, it's 8 cents. A little bit more. It's like 8.3 all in. And then I am in the process. So when story time, get ready. No, story time. So when I built my shed, okay, and I had a full 400 amp electric service brought into my shed, you know, we trenched it out to the pole. Ran the trench, you guys saw the video and all that fun stuff. But anyways, 400 amp commercial service. After they install that service, and this is how like terribly like bureaucratic even the power stuff is. So I get it installed. This is something I did at First C. So about a week later, I reach out to the power company. I'm like, hi, we got a second service installed at this address. It's a residential property. We added a commercial service. Here's the meter number. Can you guys give me my account number? Because in Pennsylvania, you can shop your supply side. You have two sides to your electric bill in Pennsylvania, your demand and your supply. What's up? What's up there, George? So right away, I was like, I need to shop my supply side because, as you guys know, every minute counts when you're mining, especially with the power that you're using. And their default rate, so if you don't change who you get your supply from at power in Pennsylvania, you just get from the same side as your delivery side, which is PPL, which is where I'm located in central Pennsylvania. So reached out to them that first week, and they were like, yeah, we can't find any of your information. And I was like, okay, well, it's new construction. I'm like, it's a new setup. I'm like, how long does that take before it shows up in your system? Because every day counts. Like, I'm at mid 9 cents right now. Like, that's their default. And they're like, oh, it could be 3 months. And I'm like, what? And they're like, yeah, it could be 3 months before you could even get your account number. And you can't shop your account, you can't shop your electric without your account number. Doesn't matter if you have your address or anything. So I was like, holy shit. Now they did tell me, because I called once a week, multiple times. They did tell me that they give you a major price cut because you need to legally in Pennsylvania have the option to rate shop your power. So they did give me a discount on my first bill. My first bill was $3,500, which is very steep. So as soon as I got my account number, and it took me time to ramp up. I wasn't running all of my ASICs, day one, week one, month one. It took me a lot of time to get things up and running. But yeah, I was able to shop it. So after that, I found a company to do a quick 3-month contract with. These are very common in Pennsylvania, 3-month contract, 6-month, 8th month, 12 month. 12 months really hard. But I was like, all right, I just need to figure out where I'm going to be at before I start talking to all these power companies and trying to negotiate rates. So I found a company that does a 3-month supply contract, and I was able to get my rate down to 8.3 is where I'm at all in right now. Because I only look at all in. I don't look at your micro and your line items and stuff. It's literally just taking the amount of power that you use in kilowatt hours and dividing it by that total price, and that's your, what your kilowatt hour, the price is there. So anyways, during all this time of looking into this, I talked with a lot of different suppliers, and I'm in the process of 2 of them of negotiating low 7s right now, all in, with the avenue of using 50,000 kilowatt hours or more, is where I'm at. So if you guys look at your electric bill, you can see your total electric used. So in Pennsylvania, and I love kind of strong arming this with power companies, is that, when I talk with them, I'll reach out to a supplier. I'm like, hi, I'm looking to get a quote on electric usage. They're like, okay, great. And they're like, without even asking my address and stuff, they're just like, oh, we can offer you 12 cents. And I'm like, listen, and I'm like, I am not a normal everyday homeowner here. I'm like, I'm shopping a commercial service. And I said, I'm using 50,000 kilowatt hours. And I said, to give you perspective, that's equal, in Pennsylvania, the average is 864 kilowatt hours a month. I'm at 50,000. So when I talk with them, I'm like, listen, this is not a one house deal. This is worth 52 homes, this discussion and this locking in this price. And that kind of gets the conversation going. So I've had many conversations, a lot of custom quotes I have to go back and forth with. But during that process, I learned that October is a month, which is the best month to actually discuss with the power company on rates. Because especially in Pennsylvania, come on, let's go, mini man. Especially in Pennsylvania, with moving into the fall, then they're no longer having that air conditioner, high electric usage mindset. So they said that you could get better rates in October. So that's why I did a 3-month contract, got it down to 8.3, and then we're going to go ahead and see, we're going to start getting quotes here beginning of October to sign a contract. I've been really pushing these companies to do 12 or 24-month contracts. Is kind of what my goal is, and what I'm hoping to see. So yeah, so that's kind of where we're at. Quick story time on power. Thank you for asking that question though. If I didn't answer your question, guys, post it again with driving. I'm not really going to read up in chat. So if you're like, oh dang, Hobbyist didn't answer my question, post it again, please. And I'll try to take a look at it, honestly, or tag me. Feel free to tag me, would be awesome too. Just with driving, I'm only looking for a quick split second at my screen before putting my eyes back on the road. But yeah, so I mean, power is one that like you're constantly after. So my last electric bill was a little over $3,000. And I was at 39,000 kilowatt hours. That's not a bad rate. I'm at 3 cents USD. Wow, you're at 3 cents? That's insane. Now you're 3 cents all in. Your entire electric bill? Because if so, that's fantastic. Good for you. I mean, 3 cents, you could do so much with that. Nice thing is too, you could get some older miners at cheap. Yep. Will KRC20 benefit the 𝐾S0 Ultra? Great question. So everyone is, we don't know. The answer is we really don't know how KRC20 is going to affect profits. If it aligns with in the past, so they tried to launch KRC20 in the past, and when they did, there were transactions through the roof. We'll talk about Caspa miners in a minute. Perfect. KRC20, then Caspa miners. 1050s are still profitable. That's crazy. So in the past, they tried to launch KRC20, and at that time, it caused transactions to go through the roof, which was fantastic because for us miners, we're like, hell yeah. More transactions, the more profits there are for us miners at the end of the day. So that being said, if they launch KRC20 again, which we're hoping they do, let's hope everything happens. And I think is that tomorrow, today? I can't remember. But in a utopian world, that is going to bring profits to Caspa miners across the board. And very early on, that could be a massive balloon. We really don't know. However, with home miners like the Ultra, you know, with like me, I got like the KS0, KS0 Pro. My Ultra is a brick, so I'm not running that. The 𝐾𝐬𝐵𝐲 from Goldshell, 𝐾𝐬𝐵𝐲 Pro from Goldshell. I have those units solo mining right now, and I'm probably going to keep them on solo mining, only because I have 12 other full-size ASIC miners in my ASIC shed that are pool mining. For you, if you really only have your KS0 Ultra and you're pool mining with it, like, do it, stick with it, ride out KRC20, see how long those profits, the goal is to have those profits balloon, and then when you see profitability drop off and it goes back down to cents again, then move it, I would say move it over to solo mining. I mean, I have my 4 units on solo mining, and I've already hit 6 blocks in the last week and a half. So hopefully that gives you some perspective on KRC20. As a miner, we're all on board for anything that's going to cause the network to have more transactions, which means that more fees, which means more for us miners. So good question there on KRC20. Absolutely. Absolutely. To give you an idea, I moved my home miners to solo mining like 2 weeks ago. Not something I've been running for a while, just recently. And now moving forward, I think anytime I have a miner like these small box miners, that it doesn't make sense to power them off, especially when they're like 100 watts. Like 100 watts is a freaking light bulb. What do we care, right? Like, come on, let's be honest here. It's like your kid leaving the light on all the time in their room. So in that case, you might as well solo mine with it. I mean, right now the blocks, I think blocks just dropped down to 85 block rewards on Caspa from 91. And so man, just set it, forget it, let it ride. You have 4 Ultras. Should I be solo mining? I would solo mine after the KRC20 like pump and when like the hype settles down. Honestly, that's what I would do with all those KS0 Ultras, because honestly, you're making cents a day. You know, cents a day. Oh, you have your small miners on. I can't really read chat like with my glasses on as easy, so that's why I'm popping them up. Someone else had commented earlier, and I'm just going to try to keep up with it the best I can. Talking about Caspa miners. Yeah, so not just Caspa miners. Let's talk Alethea miners as well. Like the hardware mining industry, from a manufacturer perspective of releasing new products or repurposing products into quote new models, has been absolutely freaking insane. Like I have never experienced this in any industry I've been a part of. This didn't exist when I first got into mining. Like, and what I mean by that is like, we're not talking about one new miner coming out a month. We're talking about one miner coming out a week, it feels like right now. Now, if you were to go through and actually chart this out, it's probably way off skew and it's not one a week, but doesn't it feel like it? It literally feels like we have one miner coming out every week, which is absolutely nuts. Like, it's just, it's good. Competition is good. I love that, because competition for us is going to bring better performance at lower prices, better hash rate, lower watts, at lower price. I mean, a great example, this is the extreme, but a great example is like the Bitmain Antminer AL1. Came out 32,000, holy shit, that's a ton of money. You know, 150 or whatever, $60 a day, that's amazing, awesome, you get it. First batch, you're gonna be singing. And 32 grand is a lot. I've never spent that much on one miner, let alone a lot of miners. And to have iceriver come out and like let Bitmain stew a little bit, because these manufacturers are not dumb. They saw the release of the AL1 and they were like, we're just gonna hang. Because I feel like the impact of waiting just a little bit, week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and then releasing your own miner that just decimates it. The nice thing is, and I think everybody in chat can agree, iceriver is the most attuned to their demographic and pricing. Would you guys agree? Like, iceriver is very good at knowing how much they can charge for something, especially, look at the home miners. Look at all these home miners. I mean, holy cow, they have done such a good job of never breaching like that $1,000 mark. Like, everything has always been a little bit lower, and then it slowly trickles down. But like, they release some of their miners and it's like 400 bucks. It's like, holy cow, like, it's nuts. And so the nice thing is like, iceriver has really made a name for themselves. If we look at iceriver, since they came out with their first model, remember that whole kind of, you know, deal of just kind of like thinking about like, is iceriver even real? Just a real company, you know what I mean? Like, it's nuts to think about that. Like, not too long ago, we were unsure if iceriver was a legitimate company, if they were a subsidiary or sister company to Bitmain. And now look at us, look how far it has come, where like iceriver has become the go-to brand for home miners, but then also for mining farms now too with these miners. I mean, they've made their name with Caspa, it's worked out great. And they're just, I feel like if I was to look, like, we have a few extremes, right? We have 𝐓𝐸 on the one side of the spectrum, which is, 𝐓𝐸 is a great company. They've been around for a long time. However, I would say, and I've told 𝐓𝐸 this, that they are out of touch with their pricing. Their demographic does not match their hardware. They are looking at releasing hardware and looking at what the profitability is that second, and then that is how they're determining their pricing. Versus forward thinking, what's up there, Crypto Craig? With 𝐓𝐸, they're not like, what could this possibly be profitability-wise in a month from now when the market is saturated? They don't give two shits. They're like, we're gonna release our miner at the extreme. And now granted, you guys have to remember as well, those of you guys that are watching are more experienced, more in touch with mining efficiency, mining hardware than 99% of the people, because of the fact that a lot of people are just kind of following along and like, oh, this new miner came out, great, I'm gonna get it. The issue is with 𝐓𝐸 is that their pricing is so high that it doesn't meet their demographic. I mean, look at some of these miners they've come out over the last year. 13,000, 12,000, 11,000. Like, their miner, and the hard part is with 𝐓𝐸 too, is that they are just taking old hardware and putting it into a new chassis with a few more chips or a few less chips, and then going, ta-da, new miner. And it's like, holy shit, somebody literally is sitting in a boardroom right now at 𝐓𝐸, and they're like, how many different ways can we put that chip into a miner to get it to be purchased? That's all they're doing. It's like, holy cow, this is nuts. Welcome, welcome, Chris. Nice to have you. So there you have 𝐓𝐸 on that side of it. And man, they're just like, I'll be honest, I am numb to 𝐓𝐸 announcements. I went and looked on their site the other day and didn't even know that they released half of their stuff. Like the new lithium bigger unit, you know, the tall, I'm like, when did that release? When did the taller, skinnier, like their E series or whatever, when did that one release? Like, holy cow, no clue And then this one for Dogecoin, is that correct too? Or at least it's like, man, they are just all like, there's just like new this size and this size and this plus size and this size. And it's like, why don't we have some home runs versus just repurposing it? So that's been insane. I mean, I imagine you guys are numb to gold shell right now as well. As I said, nothing against gold shell. It's just like, holy cow, guys, like this avenue of marketing is not for your demographic of home crypto miners. Now you got Bitmain on the other side of things, thinking about Bitmain. And when you think about Bitmain has been doing pretty good recently. Like the L9, huge home run there, good for them. You know, like the pricing, while it's a little aggressive, it's within reason. I think I saw, what is it, the November batch for the L9, like under 10 grand, which when I think about it, like I just bought another L7. You guys might have seen the video the other week, bought the L7 off eBay, $3,250. And I mean, I've seen some great profitability out of that thing of like anywhere between 11 up to $18 a day on NiceHash recently. Now I have swapped my L9s or L7s over to via BTC for Doge, Light, and now Bells because I am interested in going that avenue. I did a video on that the other day I think it was. But yeah, I mean, L7s are still awesome and doing great. Now, all the L9s haven't come online yet. So that's another story. Like, very curious to see how many L9s they come out and bring out in batches. I may be buying an L9, I don't know. Like, script mining is something that I wish I would have gotten into more earlier. Like, bought more L7s, you know, go back, you know, a year ago. What's up, Joker Meyer? How are you? Supreme setup here on Mike's shirt and all. You like that? Thanks, man. It's on the seatbelt. Heck yeah. So, like, yeah, I wish I would have gotten more script miners. Like, we have the DG1 Plus. We have 3 L7s. I wish I would have bought significantly more L7s, to be honest with you. Morning. How you guys doing? What's up, Modern Mining? Happy to have you. L7s are great machines. I hope the L9s are just as... Yeah, I mean, if L9s have the life cycle and span that L7s have had, holy shit. And like the L7s are still super relative. And the nice thing is, if you do some of the math and look at it, like even if Bitmain comes out with their first batch of L9s and releases 2,000 of them, let's say, you're like not even making a dent in the script network hash rate. That's how mature it is, which I think is awesome. Yeah, I mean, you could definitely find some good ones. You know me, I'm always looking for the freaking next deal. So yeah, my last L7 was the 3,250. That was on eBay. I found if you're gonna do eBay, which I recommend eBay because there's buyer protection. So you get the miner, you can run it for a day or two, it works great, awesome. Versus like it fails or doesn't even power up, like then you can literally just open a case with eBay and they will go ahead and take it back, which is awesome. But yeah, so with eBay, in order to get the best pricing on some of this hardware, you can't do buy it now. It's very rare. I check it out a lot. You have to actually go on there and do bid and look for the bids that are ending soon. And then I always come in 2 minutes before it ends, wait, watch for 60 seconds left, like on my L9 or the L7, and then I added another $500 bid, which it only moves up in increments of like 25 or 50. So it only went up 25 bucks or 50 bucks. And I was like, hell yeah. Like I was so happy to get this for that amount. So it worked out well, which was good. So yeah, super, super happy with that. You just got to be careful. What's up? What's up? Caspa block here. Ooh, you hit a Caspa block. Nice. Oh, on solo mining. Good for you. Good for you. Oh, was DJ streaming? So a bunch of you guys said something. DJ, what's up? Was DJ streaming? If he was, I'm sorry. I just hopped in the car, hit go live, and here we are. We won't be going super, super late because of the fact that Pinda is streaming. And as I said, if you guys are just joining the stream, I'm heading actually down to the Phillies game, Philadelphia Phillies game. I'm not a huge sports fan, but an opportunity to tailgate, have beers, drink eat fat kid food. I'm all for it. So every once in a while, we'll do something like this, which is cool. Let me check here. We're looking good. Just checking to see where we are. Welcome, welcome, welcome. But yeah, the hardware game has just been absolutely nuts. But I do regret not buying more L7s sooner. But now I think is a great time to get in on the L7s. Because I think you got to think about it, like the L7s still have plenty of longevity left in them. down to even lower, you know what I mean? Which is great. Yeah, so I mean, think of it like, I mean, I feel like it would make sense to mine with the L7 down to it getting pretty low, which would be cool. Let's see, coaching girl soccer's today. Oh, there you go, have fun, have fun. Yeah, but the hardware has just been nuts to me. Like, just thinking through it, like, I honestly feel that a video idea, which I think would be a lot of fun. I pitched it to Panda. I told Panda, you should do a video about this. And if he doesn't, I'll do a video on it. But it was like, crypto miners are exhausted with the amount of, I got like, my eyes bothering me. I put suntan lotion on, and then I itched my eye. So now my eye is, you know, you got like suntan lotion in your eye. Leave it alone, leave it alone. But I pitched the idea of doing a YouTube video on crypto miners are exhausted. And then literally the video is about every piece of ASIC hardware that has come out since the beginning of the year. Every box miner, every full-size ASIC. Can you imagine how much hardware that is? Absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. L7s are at BT Miners for 3,700 used. Yeah, that's not bad. You could get a little bit better. You could get a little bit better. What's up, honey? Who talks like that? Yeah, 3,700 isn't bad. It isn't bad. You could do a little bit better. Now, I say that just based off the fact of me getting that $3,250 one, but I spent about 2 weeks looking for one that I could finally get for that price. So yeah, crazy. So curious poll in chat with you guys, since I can't launch a poll, but just curious, post in chat. Will you be buying the RX-0? Just curious on this. I've had a few people hit me up last night about it, interested in like, hey, you know, profitability looks really good on this thing, at least right now before these full-size ASICs launch. What are your guys' thoughts? Like, are you looking to buy one? Are you like, nope, I'm not getting back into this game again? You know, where are you guys at with this? Have you guys swapped over like GPUs to more Radiant just to build a bag? To, you know, where are you guys at with it? You just missed the first batch, waiting to mine to come in. Nice, heck yeah. No RX-0, no AL0. Got one. Love the $400 lottery ticket. There you go. There you go. Yeah, I'm very curious on that. This week, by the way, guys, side note. Oh, you just bought an L9? Good for you. Hell yeah. Big dick over here. This week, I'll have 2 live streams with 2 giveaways. I have 2, I'll just spoil it now. We're giving away, this week, 2 AL0s live on stream. So if you're not looking to spend the capital on an AL0 and you're like, I'll jump in on a chance to win one, we're giving away 2 AL0s this week, Tuesday and Friday. Tuesday and Friday, we're gonna do a live stream and we'll unbox them and set them up and give them away. So it'll give you guys a chance if you're interested, which I think will be super cool. Use DJ Mine's code. Cool, very cool, hell yeah. But yeah, so if you're in the market for another AL0, tune in this week. 2 companies gave them to me, and I'm like, yeah, we'll give them away, 100%. We'll give them away. I like giving away this hardware that these companies that send out to me like to give it back to the community, which is nice. So we'll have those this week, Tuesday and Thursday. Tuesday and Thursday streams will be in the evening because I got a lot going on this week. I was supposed to release a video on Monday, but I'll have to bump it back, which is traveling today and tomorrow. Sundays are my, I've been doing this for a few weeks now. Sundays are my new, where are you heading? I can tell you in a minute. Sundays are my new no work no crypto, no emails, no social media, no mining projects. Like Sundays are my new like family time, home project time, like, and it's worked great. I've been doing it for a few weeks now. I'd say about 2 months now, and it's been a nice, and it's like a forced, like, yeah, I could have been like, oh, I need to work on this video for Monday, and we're get the money. I'm just gonna push the video from Monday to like Tuesday, and we're good to go. Because right now, over the last while, I've been sticking to 2 videos a week. That's been really, really great. Allows me to balance things out. Continuing to do shorts, and I'm mixed in live streams. So just three was a lot. 3 was a lot. And to think I came a long way from doing 5 videos a week, Monday through Friday. But it just, yeah, it's better. Scale back a little bit. Now that I'm the size I am, I have the luxury of being able to do two videos a week, shorts, live streams, works out awesome. Where am I heading? If you guys are new, I am heading on the turnpike to Philly, going to a Philadelphia Phillies game today. Haven't gone to a game in years, got invited to one, and I was like, sure, let's do it. It'll be a lot of fun, good time. As I said, go drink beer, eat fat kid food, more burgers and hot dogs than I need to, but I think it'll work out really, really good. So we're heading down there now. I'll be on the road for a little while longer, and then we'll be logging off here, heading to a friend's house towards Philly, and then from there he's gonna DD down for the day, which will be nice. So we're gonna drive down, and yeah, it should be good. Beautiful day. It's like in the 80s, low 80s here in Pennsylvania. I cannot complain at all. No, I'm not gonna head over to get a Geno's steak. But that is a good call. It is a good call. 100%, 100%. Yeah, it's crazy, like, it's just crazy just thinking about, like, the amount of hardware. Like, we were going back to our conversation earlier, talking about, like, all the hardware that has come out over the last several months. You know, we talked about Gold Shell with Ice River, and like Ice River is just totally disrupting that market, and I love it. I love the fact that they're coming in and just like, oh, your $32,000 amazing miner, that is so cool. Boom, let me drop my miner. That is a fraction of the price, more efficient. It's just like, holy cow. Like, it just, it definitely, it is nice to have a company to keep Bitmain in check, right? Isn't that nice that, like, you know, it's kind of like with like your NVIDIA and AMD argument where like the more, and I wish that Intel would have actually got into the GPU market properly, because the more competition, better performance, lower pricing, like, hell yeah, like, I think that's perfect. And I love it. I wish we would have seen that more with GPUs. I'm glad that Ice River is here to do that with Bitmain. And it's so interesting, like, the projects they pick to get into. But you also have to wonder, like, you have to think about this. These things, they don't just, like, come up with, like, oh, this week, let's drop a miner, and the next week they drop it, right? They've been working on it. So, like, Gold Shell, Bitmain, and Ice River have all been working on a lithium miner, like, over the last, like, how many months? I was like, really? Like, have been dropped? Like, what incentivizes them to get into these projects? Because, like, a lithium was nothing insane, you know what I mean? Same thing with Radiant. Oh my gosh, Radiant was like a dead project. Like, I should say dead, but like, didn't really have a lot going on. And then all of a sudden, like, we have multiple companies coming up with miners. Like, are we all in cahoots? Like, are we following, like, what manual are we following here that everybody's, you know, kind of lockstep in these miners? Like, it's just nuts to me sometimes to think about this. Oh, you enjoyed your mining journey. Awesome, man. And your code, we had a call, and you got the code to discount. Awesome. Oh, from Kuwait. Fantastic. What did you end up buying, by the way? What did you end up buying? Yeah, I've had a few calls. Believe it or not, I've had a few calls from Kuwait. Those of you guys not familiar, I do consulting calls on my website. You can schedule time with me and talk about whatever you want. It's entirely your time. I can help you with whatever you want. I've opened up from midnight to 1 a.m. and gotten a lot of calls from people over in Kuwait or overseas. But that's awesome, fantastic. Very curious on what you ended up buying. I'm waiting for the class action lawsuit for NVIDIA purposely nerfing. Oh, the 𝐓𝐨𝐩, good luck. That's come and gone, right? Come and gone. You could say that with NVIDIA and LHR cards, but I think from my perspective, like, you have to keep in mind that, like, okay, they released a product and they nerfed it, right? As a product. Look at like Teslas. Like, they have software packages. They nerf the Tesla intentionally, and then you pay more money and then they unlock them. Like, it's the same thing, except NVIDIA didn't offer an option to unlock them. They just sold more and more, you know, other models. So like, I get it, you know. You got 2 S21s and 2 KS5Ls. Heck yeah. Where'd you end up buying those from? Was that ASIC Marketplace? Good for you. Good for you. Oh, I don't disagree, it's unethical. But you have to remember that, like, when you start to look at these things like closer, and trust me, I was in the boat then. I mean, I bought very little 30 series cards at that time. Not just for LHR, but because I couldn't afford 30 series cards. I mean, seriously, like, I didn't have a card that could mine. I didn't have a card that could mine Ethereum for like a year and a half into mining. Oh, happy to hear that. You'll be really happy with ASIC Marketplace. Rain over there will take care of you for sure. Let me know how things make out. But yeah, like with Ethereum mining, I was doing like 580s. You know, that was like big for me. A ton of like number of 580s and everything. Is it dumb to mine only during the discounted power rate? It's not dumb, but like you're cutting into your profitability. If you're GPU mining and then you're only GPU mining during low power rates, it's like, wait, like GPU mining is already like very unprofitable, or you're making sense. And I always make this comparison right now of like, with GPU mining, you can walk along the road and pick up change if you're looking at profitability and make more on the side of the road than you are with your GPU rigs right now. Nothing against GPU mining, but we need to be realistic. Now, if you're GPU mining like with a spec mining rig and you're just hodling everything and moving to another project, then like, I think that to me makes a little bit more sense, because of the fact that you're spec mining in hopes that 1 out of 50 of these projects takes off down the road. So I can totally understand that, and that makes sense. But yeah, if you're dealing with these variable power rates that fluctuate like that, and like picking and choosing, I mean, you deal with the cards that you have, right? But yeah, especially with, I mean, it depends. If you have home box miners, like let's say you got like a KS0 Ultra that uses 100 watts, why do you care what your power rate is? So I think it's very situational, because like those miners, you could just, doesn't matter when you're mining with those things. It's just, you got a light bulb on, like, you know? Good question though, good question on variable rates. I've looked at variable rates before, and it's just too much of a gamble for me. 100% too much of a gamble. It can benefit you sometimes, other times it's terrible. You're powering off, you're powering on. It's like a lot of micromanagement, so I'm like, I'm good. I'm good. Definitely. Yeah, so probably what I'm gonna do, I actually saw an email, I didn't get a chance to read it, I'll have time here soon. Somebody had emailed me because they heard that I was selling my GPU mining farm. So I am selling all my GPUs, all my server cases, except for one Octominer X12. I'm gonna keep with 12 3070s, and that's gonna be my spec mining rig. I thought about starting a series on the channel of just once a month doing a video on what I'm spec mining currently and why, and how you guys can spec mine it. And just not talk about profits, because with spec mining, there's no profits. So like, you don't look at profits. Profits are not a discussion. They're literally, you know, like spec mining is purely speculation mining. You're mining to fill a bag, and then we're gonna move on to another thing. So I'm thinking I'm gonna do like 30 days at a time, spec mining with my 3070 rig. So I wanna sell the rest of my GPUs and the server cases. I think I'll have somewhere around 80 Then what I want to do is of course, you know me, I'm always rolling profits in the next thing. I'm never like, I'm going to pocket this into fiat. Then I'm going to roll it into, I want to get into this space. I want to tiptoe into the space of AI. I think it makes sense. Do I like the current AI hash rate or AI as a service rental setup? Excuse me. No, absolutely not. I don't like it. And the one reason is I want crypto. I don't want fiat, like dirty fiat. I don't want any of it. I want crypto. Now, granted, AI as a service, I know you're out of the crypto space. I get it. But I want to start to look at and build some rigs to set me up for the future for when the platform comes out. That is the platform of all platforms. Salad really interests me, and Salad interests me because I can make content that is directly relatable to you guys. I don't like a lot of these other platforms when it's like, well, you're gonna have to download Linux and you gotta set up a Docker and you gotta set up your container and then I'm like, no, that is so unrelatable to my audience. My audience traditionally is home miners. Now granted, we got mid-size and full-size miners, but I want to get into it and be like, all right, this is a rig that I'm installing Windows on and I'm launching a program and it has a nice graphical interface and I can show you guys how we're doing and it's easy to follow, it's easy to create a guide for. I think that would be fun. So what I may do is set up a few of these Salad rigs, but go through it with you guys. Like, this is what I'm buying, this is why I'm buying it, we're gonna build this step by step together, this is how you set it up. And then what I wanna do is I wanna do, instead of, because Salad pays out in fiat, I wanna take that and show how I'm gonna be converting that to crypto. So it's gonna go from Salad to getting paid out in USD into crypto and then reinvested, which I think would be a lot of fun. Trade with that or whatever. So I think that'd be kind of cool. So yeah, that's all we'll do. I may even try to take those funds and pipe it into a like trading bot. So it's like a full life cycle of like, holy cow, like how far can we take, you know, this Salad rig that makes $5 a day and get it all the way into a trading bot, and how far does that trading bot take it? I think that'd be a lot of fun. Plus, I think they might have more opportunity to make back our funds and everything like that. So yeah, so it should be good. So we'll see how much we could get for our GPUs. I think the biggest thing there is going to be is the server cases. Man, what do you do with server cases? Like, they're so heavy. Like, no, you're not shipping those. So maybe I'll find somebody that's willing to like meet, you know, a few hours away or whatever, meet up and, you know, sell it to them. That would be so much easier. Which would be nice. Keep a second rig to upgrade for your son. Oh, he's good. He's got his rig. We're going to keep his nice hash rig. He has the 8 1660 Ti's, the MSI, like the fighter jet looking ones. He's got those. Those things are running. They are rocking. They're awesome. He's got them sitting on Bitcoin right now. Oh, sitting on nice hash, earning Bitcoin, should I say. I just don't want to, I don't want to come to the AI game late. And right now it's not late, this is early, right? But I don't want to come to that game late. And so I'm like, all right, like how do I get there? Now I do have, if you guys have been following along on the channel, I do have a Dell Optiplex that's got like a single Xeon processor in it, 128 gigs of memory. I may set that up as an example. I was talking with Mining King. He talked about putting like a 4060 Ti in it. So I may do that because the other hardware is going to be very much, I want to say, out of reach. Like it's going to have an EPYC and it's going to have like a 3090 or 4090. Like that's like the extreme side. And I think the Dell Optiplex setup, you know, getting into AI as a service, I think is going to be, it'll be fun. It'll be a fun avenue to go because one, I love tinkering, I love building rigs, things like that. So yeah, that's to come. I gotta find the time to do it. Yeah, if you guys are interested in the GPUs I have, or you're interested in the server cases, email me, TheHobbyistMiner@gmail.com, and I'll put together a list and get it out there because I'd rather just sell stuff in bulk. And if you're like near Pennsylvania, like New York, Jersey, Maryland, Virginia, you know, anywhere in there, and we can meet up then. That'll be so much easier. We can save on shipping with not just the GPUs and like keeping them safe, but then also like the server cases with not getting them messed up, because they're so heavy in shipping that they get messed up in some way or form, dented, or this corner's crushed or whatever. So yeah, if you're truly interested, please let me know. But know that like my farm has, I mean, I should have a decent amount of 3000 series. We got like 3060s, 3060 Ti's, 20 series. What else we got? 580s. Oh, a lot of 6600s. A lot of 6600s. So we got a variety of stuff in there. Yeah. Am I going to try flux core? Yes, possibly. I mean, my end result is crypto. I don't want to try it. I'm hesitant in my answer because I don't know that there's demand for flux core right now. Like, I think a lot of the current demand on that platform over the last few weeks has been fake demand in order to get like people talking about it and interested in it and stuff. The flux core and flux proof of work project has taken significantly longer than they have advertised. And unfortunately with flux, like I like the flux guys, but the issue is that the second it's an idea in the brain, it's marketed as like, oh, this is coming soon. And then the development time is 2 years or more. It's just like, let's get projects out, let's get them done, finished, to market, and running like a Ferrari. Versus like, let's come up with it, let's develop it, you know, let's market it, and it comes out, but it's not fully done, and then, oh, we're gonna continue marketing it, but it's not fully done, and market it, and it's like, stop it. Fucking hire more developers, get the project done, and move on to the next project, and make sure they run flawlessly. Like, at the end of the day, Flux is really a software company, is what it's turned into, which is fine. Like, I get it. I like the Flux team, I like the project. I haven't sold any of my Flux. I still got my Flux nodes, hard at work, but like, that is a tough one. Like, I put it on Flux Core. Flux Core needs to be running like a well-oiled machine. Not like, hey, so this doesn't work, this button doesn't work, we're not ready for this, we don't support this. It's like, guys, you're killing me. Like, that's been burned too many times. So I'll try out Flux Core 100%. If it does well, awesome. Like, at the end of the day, we're all miners. Like, we're all, yeah. So we're all miners, so we are all chasing that profitability at the end of the day, you know? So like, I'll follow the money for sure. And if like Flux Core is a great outlet to get crypto with Flux and then roll that into more nodes, I'm all for it. Like, the more nodes, the better, the way I see it. Love to get more into nodes, absolutely. I can't understand why you don't like cash so much. Cash is always king. Because I live in the world of crypto. I pay for everything in crypto. Almost everything I do in mining is paid in crypto. So like, I buy hardware, it's crypto. I'm paying for my electric bill. Half of it's in crypto. The other half of my electric bill I pay out of my YouTube profits. So like, my world is crypto. Like last night, I was paying a thumbnail designer, crypto. Like, everything is crypto. I don't want dirty fiat. I don't want the US dollar. US dollar is worth shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if you think the US dollar is going anywhere but down, oh my word. No, I'm good. I'm good. You want to talk about volatility? Yeah. The US dollar is not making me anything. If I'm constantly just getting everything over to the US dollar, it's like, shit, like, that's like, why? You get it over to US dollar, it sits in your bank account and it stays at this. And yet the world around it and the ecosystem around it goes to this. Like, it's just, yeah, I'm good. I don't want it. Granted, endgame, I'm not talking endgame here though, guys. We're talking like right now. Endgame is to liquidate out entirely and, you know, get to US dollar and you're good to go. Oh yeah, YouTube pays in US dollar, as I said, and I use that to pay for half of my electric bill for my ASIC shed. Hey, if YouTube paid in Bitcoin, I'd take Bitcoin. Yeah, but there's all different outlets. Like seriously, like I can, there are different outlets, I'll tell you, and I'm not going to disclose all of them because I don't want these to get ruined for me. I've been really utilizing these. There are different outlets that I'm utilizing that allow me to take my phone, go to a grocery store, and buy, if I wanted to, buy groceries with my phone. Just gonna leave it at that. Where's the part where you complain about scalpers? Nope. Scalpers are a normal part of any ecosystem with hardware. Normal. Any industry, every industry, I'm going to a Phillies game right now. There's gonna be scalpers outside scalping tickets. That's normal. But yeah. All right, we are getting off here in 4 miles. Keeping an eye out. Guys, you guys didn't even let me finish my coffee yet. We're drinking Sheetz coffee. On the way back tomorrow, it'll be Wawa. Maybe we'll do a live stream tomorrow on the way back. Or driving back, because I'm staying overnight down here in Philly and then driving back tomorrow. I just knew I would be tired, maybe a little hungover. Hopefully not. I don't want to be. I do not go into these things with that as an objective in any way, shape, or form. But I'm like, oh, it's gonna be tired. Let's drive back, you know. You got me hooked on their coffee. That's right. There you go. Bad habits. Bad habits. I know. Coffee's good though. I do coffee with cream, no sugar. No sugar. I know I'm not hating, just your title says mining hardware is out of control. So I thought they were, prices again. No, at the top of the stream, you're probably coming later, which is fine. I get it, it's cool. At the very top of this stream, we talked a lot about the amount of mining hardware coming out. Like, it's absolutely insane. All the different companies coming out with hardware. I mean, literally, if somebody is interested in helping me, and I would appreciate it, in putting together a Google Doc that has every piece of mining, like ASIC hardware that has come out this year. So like, you'd have to look at like IB-Link, you'd have to look at Ice River, Bitmain, Gold Shell, and putting together that list of like date, manufacturer, make, model, and like the algorithm. I would love to do a video on that, on that currently. Oh, we're hitting some traffic here, because I truly feel that if we look at this from the top down at big picture, the amount of hardware that has come out in less than 12 months is absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. And like, yes, those that are selling shovels are making out the most, 100%, now more than ever. And as I talked about at the top of the stream, I honestly feel we as crypto miners are just exhausted. It's absolutely nuts. Oh, does ASIC Marketplace have a release date? That's awesome. Perfect. Thank you for that recommendation. That is awesome. I didn't even think about that. That's very cool, actually. But yeah, as crypto miners, we're just so tired of every week being like, hey, I know you really like that miner you bought last week, and it's going to be pretty profitable for now. And it was within your budget and you saved for that. But oh, this week, here's another one that's even better. And you're just like, oh shit. Like, why didn't I wait? I mean, isn't that the thing that we always think about? It's like, man, I should have waited. But then if you wait too long and you're like, oh, I'm gonna wait till the prices to come down. Well, by the time you wait for prices to come down, that profitability comes down. They're a direct reflection of this in mining. It's not like a car where you're like, oh, that car just released, I'm gonna wait 6 months to buy one. You got to remember, like, cars don't have profitability associated with them versus mining hardware does. So the downside is waiting is always the worst thing you can do in mining. Is like, if you, and that's where we talked about this last night, actually. Completely forgot we did a live stream last night where, like, isn't it funny with mining, and if you're new to mining, you're going to slowly understand this, that with mining, you need to be constantly buying new hardware. And that's probably the last thing that we want to hear as home miners. But you need to stay at the top of the technology curve. So you're going to need to stay up here at the top of it with new hardware coming out. If you want to get in on that project and you want to be mining on that project, you need to buy the latest and greatest and most profitable miner to keep up with it, which is a shame because the cost is so crazy, and sometimes you get crazy burned. Look at those that bought the Bitmain Antminer AL1, like 𝐓𝐨𝐝. I just saw his tweet where he was like, he said I'll never recover from his AL1, and it's like, damn, like if you bought that outright for the 32,000 or whatever, and then Ice River comes out and is like, hold my beer, like, holy shit, like, yes, you will get burned as a miner. The miner could break. Another mining company could come out with hardware that is going to make yours less profitable. That is going to increase the network hash rate so yours is less profitable. Like, but you also have those opportunities where there's a flip side of it, and you get that miner early and you make the most profit with it early. So it's definitely, it could go either way, but there's no guarantee. I think a lot of people coming in want to be guaranteed. A lot of people come into this space. I'm actually going to be recording a video with your friend Andy here in a few weeks. It's going to be, and I think you guys will like it. Crypto mining is a scam. That's literally going to be the title of the video. And we're not actually going to say crypto mining is a scam, but we're going to talk about the fact of all the ways people call crypto mining a scam or buying cryptocurrency as a scam. Like, and we're going to go over all that and kind of debunk some of these things. So that's going to be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to it. It's the same with cell phones. Yep. Oh yeah, 100%. Look at Apple. Holy shit, man. Apple is a prime example. And the fact that they'll, at a software level, go in and make something perform less effective, not as fast, stuff like that. Clickbait, 100%, brother. Listen, sex sells, all right? All right, listen, if I was a good-looking blonde girl right now, you know, OnlyFans, you see that the other day, there's an OnlyFans, like, girl that, like, made $67 million last year, something crazy. It's like, now granted, a lot of things on ethics there. We don't even have to go down that route, but it's like, holy cow. You don't talk about clickbaity, it's like, yep, sex sells. If not, you know, clickbait helps out a little bit, for sure. So, yeah. I think the reason I like crypto mining as a scam is because a lot of people, if you actually look at trends, a lot of people over the last several years will go into Google and search, is crypto mining a scam? People that don't understand, that are new to it, that have heard about it but not really sure, are looking to get into it. It all comes down to searchability. Yeah, people are searching this. Is crypto mining a scam? 100%. So I think that'll be fun. That'll be a fun video to record with Andy too. He's a lot of fun. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Looking forward to it. I had to remember where I'm going here. I don't have my GPS on because I didn't want it going off. So I'm kind of like finding my way by memory. Like, I remember they lived over this way. Oh my goodness. Yeah, guys, we're going to stream for like 15 more minutes and then we're going to peace out and be done. As I said, we're going to the Phillies game today. Should be fun getting to this guy's house. And then we're going to drive down to Philly. And it's about 5 of us, which will be cool. Tailgate, drink beer, eat food, go to the Phillies game. And then maybe tomorrow, probably around maybe 1 p.m. we'll see. I'll try to live stream. What time is it now? 11:52. Okay, cool. Somebody tell me when it's 12. And then we will peace out because I know Panda is streaming at 12. So I'm like, oh, you know, I know he's had one listed for a while. So yeah, let me know when it's 12 Eastern. So about 8 minutes it looks like, and we'll kill the stream and pass it over to that red furry character out there, which will be cool. Yeah, so I have, I did get the AL Box 2 Plus. From Goldshell. They did send it to me as a promotional thing. So I'm very curious to take a closer look at that. I want to see where the profitability was. Because didn't the AL2 Plus just come out like 2 weeks ago? Am I wrong there? But I feel like the AL2 Plus, it's the real boxy one with the built-in power supply. Didn't that release like 2 weeks ago? I feel like it feels like it was forever, but yet it was just 2 weeks ago. And so I did get that in. So I'm all for, hey, more lithium, heck yeah. So I'm gonna do a video on that, looking at just how quickly profitability changes with all these miners, and just a video is very much going to be on a PSA, just talking about the fact of be careful with what you're buying, because you're not going to know, you know. You tried mobile phone, will always get overheated. Oh, got you. So we got that coming up next. Oh, that's going to be end of next week. On Tuesday, I am going to be doing a video. I might as well go through this. I'm going to be doing a video testing out the AL0 pool mining and the AL0 solo mining. And I want to run that test for a month and see how that does. I'm just going to put them head to head. We're going to do the same pool. So pool mining and solo mining, get as close as possible. And that'll be good. So I'm looking forward. So I'm going to do a video on setting that up, talking about how that test is going to go, seeing how that goes. We have the AL Box 2 we're going to do a video on. And then I have the following week, I'm going to be traveling in Las Vegas for work. If you guys aren't familiar, this is not my day-to-day job. I have a career. So I have 2 videos already pre-recorded. I have to edit those. One is with the Mining King and with Geek of All Trades. And the title of it is the future of GPU mining AI? Great conversation with these guys. So informational for me that I have not really jumped into AI as a service and stuff like that. So it was a great conversation with those guys. That's going to be that following week. I also then recorded a video with your friend Andy that's going to release that same week too. And it is our top 10 crypto picks leading into 2025. What 10 cryptocurrencies do Andy and I have our eyes on going into 2025? So that one's going to be releasing in 2 weeks. I'm looking forward to that, which will be really, really good. So yeah, that's the next 2 weeks in content, pretty much, the next few videos. So yeah, a lot of the talking head ones are great for when I'm traveling, because I can edit them on the go and get them out. And I think you guys would really, really enjoy those, which would be nice. Maybe you can add some fan. All right, you are putting along. Let's go, move it. Yeah, I can't remember. I mean, I have my content scheduled out for the next probably about month, but I don't remember what's after that. In that regard, a lot. There's a lot going on right now. I do want to get an L9. I've been thinking about an L9 for a while, but it's really hard for me to make the decision to buy an L9 right now, because this past month I've spent $20,000 in Caspa miners. Yes, I know. I guess that also includes the Jazz miners that we got. So I'm like, we need to, you know, the bank account's a little low right now. So we need to kind of have a little restraint in that regard. Between when I bought the ASICs for the road trip, those were $12,500, and then when I also went and bought, and you guys will see this. 2 weeks, you'll see also I bought 2 more miners, KS5L and a KS5 Pro. They're used but new, pretty much, so those were expensive, but we got a great deal on those. That worked out awesome. Isn't it funny how people always justify it with "it was a great deal"? In that video, you guys are gonna see it. I break one of those. Yeah, just wait till you see that. That's like 2 weeks out. Ugh. I was so frustrated. I had to walk away for the day. I came back the following day. I was too frustrated by it, for sure. I was like, oh my gosh, this is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. All right, I'm just popping out here. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap things up here, guys. Absolutely fun hanging out with you guys, shooting the shit, chatting away on the road. Thank you guys very much for keeping me a company while driving here. We streamed for about a little over an hour, which is cool. I'm gonna try to do this same thing tomorrow, about 1, 2, somewhere in there, which will be great. So guys, thank you very much for hanging out with me today. I do appreciate it. I'll see you guys tomorrow for our live stream. We'll just do another one right here on the road, which will be cool. I mean, this is a great way to go, especially when you're driving, as long as you can pay attention and everything, which we are. which is cool. So guys, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a great day, and yeah, enjoy your Saturdays with your family. Get your mining projects done. Get that hardware cleaned. Come on now, you got to keep those things going. Mining is not a set it and forget it type of industry. We know that. You got to keep up with these things, you know? All right, I am going to hit the X here, and I'll see you guys later. Take care.